China's strategy is called Zero COVID. It has failed. It's an extreme policy. Lockdowns, travel bans, long quarantines. The idea is to bring infections down to zero. Same for accountability, you could say. China follows a zero accountability strategy. It's not their fault that the cases are rising. It's not their fault that Omicron has reached China. Everything is a foreign import. Their latest target is the mail, your letters and couriers from abroad. According to China, Beijing has 3 cases of Omicron. And the first case came from a letter that was sent from Canada. It first went to the United States, then to Hong Kong, and finally reached Beijing on the 11th of January. The Omicron patient apparently got the virus from this letter. So guess what China is doing? Disinfecting all foreign mail. It's equal parts of funny and stupid. The chances of infection through surface is extremely low. In 3 days, 99% of virus traces disappear from all surfaces. 3 days, 99% gone. That's what science says. When was this letter sent? On the 7th of this month. So chances are this is community transmission, not infected males. But China does not care about the truth or science. All they care about is headlines. What sounds better on the People's Daily? Omicron spreads in China or Canada mails Omicron to Beijing? You know which one they picked. And this is not China's first time. Every virus cluster has been blamed on foreign imports. Different products, but the same theory. Earlier, it was fruits. Earlier this month. Apparently, dragon fruits from Vietnam were infected. So what did China do? They shut down dozens of supermarkets. In November last year, there was a cluster in Dalian, and this time China blamed frozen meat for it. Apparently, the Wuhan virus was latching onto imported packets. Again, no scientific logic. And you cannot ignore the pattern here. Every time there is an outbreak, China comes up with such excuses. Infected couriers, infected fruits, contaminated meat. At the same time, they deny the most obvious reason for these clusters, community transmission. If it can happen in 190 countries, it can happen in China. In fact, it started in China. But who will question Beijing? The World Health Organization talks about everything under the sun, about boosters, about COVID conspiracies, even about the Ethiopian civil war, but no comment on these unscientific claims by China. Talk about double standards. Let me take you back to 2020. Do you remember what they were saying then? Don't call it the virus from China. Don't blame the wet markets of Wuhan. Don't accuse the poor old bats in Hubei. Why not? Because it could hurt China's feelings. Those questions were based on science. But if you ask them, you were called racist. You were politicizing a health crisis. Well, what about now? China is blaming frozen meat from India, dragon fruits from Vietnam, and couriers from Canada. So where is the outrage? Why is no one calling China racist or at the very least stupid? China has a new excuse for every variant. For Delta it was meat, for Omicron it is a letter. At this rate, who knows what's coming next? If China wants to shut down supermarkets, it is free to do so. If they want to disinfect couriers, go ahead. But be honest about it. Don't blame other countries without a shred of evidence. And I know that's asking for too much. China's entire strategy is pinned on manipulation and lies. Some of it is mind-boggling. Listen to this. Since April 2020 to early January, guess how many infections China has reported? 22,000, that's all. 22,000 cases in 647 days. Guess how many deaths? 0. In this time, the world reported 5.5 million deaths, but China had 0 deaths. This is the secret of their zero COVID strategy. Why collect all that data when you can just fake it? And the worst part is, very few people are questioning this. China says 0 deaths, the world says good job. China says fruits are infected, the world says good joke. But no, this is not funny at all. Every country is blamed for inefficient policies. They're blamed for large public gatherings. They're blamed for vaccine hesitancy, and rightly so. But the Chinese regime gets a free pass. Every time cases rise, they dust out the trade book. Whatever China imported that month is responsible for the spike. Be it fruits, meat, or if nothing else fits, a letter. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.